Let's welcome to the show from South Dakota. He's Congressman Dusty Johnson. Congressman, it's good to see you. Your reaction to Democrats changing their tune. Let's show the viewer the new government data of the criminal illegal aliens Biden let in. They intentionally opened the border, making Americans unsafe, Congressman.
Well, I hope all those Democrat politicians you were talking about, I hope their necks are okay with that kind of quick whiplash, big change of opinion. They saw what happened in November. I don't want to say that November was just a referendum on the border, Liz, but it was a big referendum on the border. They are getting with the program. They understand that Americans are not going to allow 8 or 10 million illegal people, tens of thousands of which are violent criminals, to hang out in our country.
Yeah, Congressman, here in New York City, we talk to even Democrats. They say it feels like it's safer here. It feels like it's getting back to normal because people want to see competence. They want the law enforced. They want accountability. You're breaking the law if you cross illegally. Democrats say that in New York. And, we've got Boston's ICE unit. What do you make of this? They deported that Haitian gang member with 17 convictions. He praised Joe Biden and Barack Obama. Congressman, let's listen to this. Watch.
I'm not going back to Haiti. Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Okay, he's a gangbanger with 17 convictions. Isn't it kind of a bad look for Obama and Biden that he's singing their praises after people died and were murdered?
That's a terrible look. I know that guy is a legitimate illegal immigrant, but man alive, that couldn't be more devastating for Democrats than if a Republican strategist drew it up in a laboratory. I mean, that is insane, and that's what we're dealing with. I will say this. I mean, I want to look at some of my Democratic friends charitably. There are some like Tom Suozzi from New York, Henry Cuellar of Texas. They understood that the extreme left of their party has been wrong on the border for a long time. And we see that the fever is breaking. We see that increasingly Democratic politicians realize their extreme left are out of step with the rest of America. And hopefully, Liz, that gives us a chance to do some of these things together. And that's what we really need to get done.
That's interesting.
President Trump has rolled out a tremendous number of executive orders, but let's pass some laws like we did this week, the Lake and Riley Act, that makes America safer.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. By the way, we should point out, let's show their names. Let's show the dozen or so people murdered under the Biden White House after they intentionally opened the border. So your point's well taken. You have to cement the changes into law. We know 1,500 more troops heading the border, military aircraft heading to the border in San Diego and El Paso. Mexico is now building illegal alien detention centers at the border. As the president is shutting down Biden's processing offices in Latin America, in Colombia, Costa Rica, and more. But that new Lake and Riley Act that signed into law, Congressman, talk to us about how it let federal agents arrest and then get criminal illegal aliens who commit robbery deported. Aren't those robberies a gateway to more serious crimes like murder?
The catch and release regime of the Biden administration was one of the hardest things for Democrats to defend. Somebody could be picked up for something like theft, and then we just let them go so that they can go out and do something like murder Lake and Riley, a wonderful, promising nursing student in Georgia who lost her life because of one of those criminals. Democrats, Republicans
who was arrested. He had an arrest record, right?
Yeah, he had a record. He had been detained, but then we let him go. The Biden administration let him go so we could go out and commit more crime and murder Lake and Riley. Because of the bill that we passed earlier this week, there will not be a catch and release in that kind of situation anymore. If you have committed violent crime in this country, you are going back home. And that is exactly as it should be.
Congressman Johnson, always wonderful to have you on. Thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate you very much. Good to see you again.
Thanks much.